This shit ain't nothing to me, you stupid piece of shit.
Do you have mutuals with him?
I know people that know him, but I don't think I know anyone who's friends with him.
Jeff Epstein?
Jeff Epstein?
Jeff Epstein.
Yeah. My dad knew. My dad did business with him, but
he's a friend of the family.
Yeah.
You know? I vacationed there as a kid.
He gave me a house when I turned 13. It was really cool. Yeah.
He said, "Here, you live next to me now."
Yes, it was awesome.
He
it was
said,
my
"Park
own
it
apartment.
right there."
He gave you a dollhouse and put you in a dress.
Yeah, I got to sleep on top of 60 women. It was
When I was a
really
young
good
kid,
bed.
I went out for kayaking camp, and they went, "Come on, guys, we're going to Epstein's Island."
You're gonna love it.
There we go.
Welcome to Little St. James.
Little St. James, man, the most airy place for the kids.
I was gonna say,
That's
really,
what
real lack of representation of Epstein's Island at Caravana.
Yes,
Caravana.
truly.
Truly, I want to see more of that.
To stop
Who
off.
from Jamaica? Woo! Who from Trini? Woo! Who from Little St. James? Wee!
Oh god,
There's a stop
they
off
have a
at-
different kind of wine.
That would be fun. That's a good. We should do that at Caravana. Do the Little St. James
Who from
float.
Little St.
Yeah, we should, eh?
James?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Who from Little St. James? And one guy's like,
Me.
me.
Oh shoot! I wasn't supposed to tell anybody.
Oh,
You promised
Oh.
not to tell anyone.
I love the Caribbean. I go there every summer. Where do you go? Not telling.
Oh, you got me with that once before, buddy. Not gonna
No,
happen
no, no, no,
again.
no. It'll be released soon. You can read about it then.
It's hush hush till then.
Uh-oh, Jamaica's in the Epstein files.
Every Jamaican guy's in the Epstein files.
They can
It's just Epstein being like, they keep catcalling me. That's the thing. The emails, like, some of them are so funny because it's him being like,
Yeah.
I'm so fucking scared to leave my car.
I was gonna say, they're like, did they touch any of the kids? No, they broke so many legs trying to dagger them off tables.
Yeah.
They collapsed a few of them.
Yeah, they folded them. Yeah, dude.
Oh,
So,
Little St. James.
What we were talking about before you got here
Yeah.
is I was saying, like, I don't know. There's like a part of me, when you see a comic like really make money.
Like, Darcy, maybe push him down.
Yeah.
down?
Yeah, I've looked
Okay.
in the mirror,
There you
bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I've looked in the Patreon numbers and looked in the mirror.
I've looked at the Patreon numbers, looked at the mirror, looked at the gun, looked at the mirror. Yeah, I'm a little sick right now, so I might be kind of quiet.
That's all right.
But like,
I'm kind of shy. I got a cold. It made me a little shy.
I'm sick. I don't want to come out from behind the curtain.
Yeah, I'm sick. I got the
little
cutie
sick.
bug.
I got the cutie bug.
I'm a little sick. It's
Stop.
hard for me to look you in the eyes.
I got the bashful bug.
I get the sniffles, and it's hard for me to make eye contact.
Is it okay if I do the podcast from inside this apple?
Can I hide under the couch during this one?
I'm scared.
I'm gonna live in a boot, and you guys gotta bring the podcast to me now.
Go well. Just shrink all the equipment.
Come on, I'm like George Shrinks. I'm down here trying to cast with my dad.
I know the technology's not there yet, but you gonna have to make it.
Sorry, what were you saying before Bobby came in here and took this on down
I
a
was just
terrible
picturing
route?
having gay
Okay.
sex with George Shrinks, where he walks inside your penis, and you're like,
Whoa.
Just like that scene in The Boys.
Yeah,
yeah, but it's George Shrinks hopping inside that
You're
thing.
inside my penis.
George Shrinks is inside my dick.
Does George Shrink sound like that?
Yeah.
No, I just remember the. do you
George
remember,
Shrinks was a pedophile on Family Guy.
do you remember the intro? George Shrinks had a cool jazzy intro.
No, I don't.
Did you ever watch George Shrinks as a kid? Is that a Canadian show?
I
I
was
think
just
it's
about to
Canadian.
ask that. It feels like it is.
Yeah.
It seems like
boy's kind of small. George Shrinks.
Oh, yes.
George
Yes. George Shrinks.
George Shrinks. George Shrinks. Hey, small.
That was a great show.
Yo,
I know, it was
why
good.
did
It
the
was
New
really
Orleans
good.
show up for
It
George
truly
Shrinks?
was like
Yeah.
a New Orleans.
We
It
gotta
felt
look
like
this up.
Treme
I
kind
forgot
of
how
spin off of
sick
George
that was.
Shrinks. His dad loved the trombone. Remember?
Yeah.
His white father loved the trombone.
George Shrinks being Ian.
What was it? We already talked about being Ian.
Yeah.
Bring Being.
We already did that
We already
one.
did that one. Shut up.
We did the lore dump on being Ian. Everyone knows it's
George
Burnaby.
Shrinks
Fuck
was
off.
great.
Shut
though.
up, tuna bitch. What was the Caillou theme song?
Every day I'm growing up.
I'm Caillou. Caillou.
Whoa, they used to put their foot in this. What's the Paw Patrol one?
Oh, I don't know.
Where my dog's at? Right here, dog. Where my
No, he
dog's
does that
at?
to everyone. He barks at everyone. It's not you. It's not you. No, it's not a racing. He barks at everyone.
Yeah, Paw Patrol has to go past their very dark history. They're
Yeah.
like, explain this photo. And it's just dogs on the leash.
Guys, I have incredible news.
What?
George Shrinks is a Canadian children's animated television.
Fuck
series.
yeah.
That was a
let's
banger.
go.
I know.
That was a really good one.
That was a really good
We
one.
we entertain children all over the world.
Yeah.
We're like Little St. James.
Well,
of
does anyone?
animation.
Paw
George
Patrol. No, the
Shrink?
Paw Patrol prequel, but instead it's the German Shepherds at Auschwitz.
Oh
Oh,
God,
Come on.
come
God,
on.
Sean,
Come
God.
on.
George Shrinks.
like
I
we
was
have a
sorry.
dark history.
I was thinking about George Shrinks, and then the Epstein thing, and then he gets around kids, and he goes, "George is growing.
Ew.
Little George is growing a lot."
Gosh, you guys.
Yak.
No, we were talking about comics that have a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, sorry. Comics. Once comics start to make money, Darcy.
Well, no, I'm looking up George Shrinks, the author. It's based on George Shrinks by William Joyce, who's from Louisiana. That's
Oh, is he
that's
actually?
why
Okay, that's
he's got
making-
so much George Shrinks.
He's got so much more soul.
It's got some Nolans in it.
Yeah, that
That
makes
was-
more sense.
That was the only
Yes.
thing that he was like, all right, you can make the show, but the intro has to be sung by a crazy black dude from Louisiana.
The intro has to be
Okay.
a marching band.
There has to.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there has to be at least one episode with a parade that's really obnoxious.
Yeah. When George's dad dies, they do a second line for him.
They got a really mini casket and someone's thrown in the air really high.
Sorry, what were you talking about before I derailed
Just
everything?
imagine
it. You
I wrecked it.
how did George survive Katrina inside of a big apple, floating around.
It's like James and the Giant Peach, but
James and the
instead
Giant
George
Peach.
and his little apple.
George
Yeah.
and the floating apple. Yeah. I have a weird. I don't want to say I judge them, but I guess it is that.
Yeah.
Like when a comic makes a lot of money, or really like an actor or anything, but
Yeah.
specifically comics because like we're comics and we know this is not easy or fun. You know,
Sucks.
So when someone like really cashes out and you're like, that's great, and then like they make their money and you can see they're like balling out and you're like, that's awesome, and they're having fun, and then like 10 years goes by and then they're like in it and they're like just being like greedy
Oh, yeah.
and like they have all this money and then they don't. Here's the thing: if they're straight and they don't have a family, I'm like, where'd
it go?
Where are you doing with it?
Yes. Yeah. Like,
Who
why are
gonna
you
give
hoarding
to?
it all?
Yeah, who are you
yeah,
gonna give
totally,
it to?
Totally.
You just have all this money and then you're just gonna die? Like, what's the point?
Yeah, I mean, that's my plan. Yeah.
Have all this money and then die? Yeah, I never
Yeah.
figured you were gonna have kids, but I also never figured you were gonna have a lot of money.
Yeah, but also
No, but I think all the time, I'm like, what if I had a bunch of money, what would I do with it? And I'm like, I would live the exact same way. I would drive a 1997 Camry,
Yeah.
and I would just put it all in a pile. I don't know,
yeah,
like,
but
I
feel
don't know what I
you
would
would
do
also
with it.
take trips and shit.
I would also, I
Well,
would ball out with.
I
I
think you'd
think
live
I would
like-
ball out with my friends. Like, I'd take my friends to
Yeah.
dope restaurants and shit.
Well,
yeah, you
have
mean
you
when
heard
they
the thing
don't do
about
that?
Henry Rollins?
No.
Chicken and rice.
Yeah, he lives in like Beverly Hills, but it's like not like a huge mansion, or like he lived in L.A. But
I
like
think it
people
was
were
off
like,
Hollywood, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
Like I heard like people were like it was like a nice place, like tasteful, and then yeah, he eats chicken, soy sauce, and rice in bags, and he pre-portions all of it.
Oh my god,
And then
that's
people
awesome.
were like, "You're worth millions of dollars," and he's like, "Never know when the money's gonna dry up."
"That's how I feel."
And I would,
Oh
yeah,
my God,
and
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
kind of get that.
Yeah.
That I
Yes.
understand, but
I
then also,
understand that.
me and Bobby were talking about this last night. I brought this up. We all grew up with Behind the Music.
Yes.
You've
Yeah.
all seen the videos of the people being like, he had everything. Too bad investment deals. Now he's back to being exactly like you.
Yeah.
And you're like, I couldn't even fathom a life
Too
so
bad-
fucking terrible.
Too bad investment deals. He invested in marrying a stripper.
Yeah,
He
Marrying a
invested his
stripper
life
and
into a
having
stripper.
kids with her.
Yeah,
he
dude.
invested
Yeah.
in marrying a stripper and an NFT of her.
It
Yeah,
is-
no, I do feel like, yeah, we saw it all, like, and it's so quick.
Yeah, they lose it all so fast.
So
like, dude, the
fast.
T-Pain interviews where it's just like, man, I got this Bugatti. Immediately it broke down. And you're just
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ.
I think
Out $1
it's-
million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Holy,
Like
I'd kill
musicians,
myself.
I kind of get it because like it does seem to happen so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Comics, it's such like a slow drive, and you don't often see like. I mean, you do see like colossally famous musicians being like weirdly cheap. But
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like Jeff Garland taking the $10.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Fucking
Like
crazy.
cheap like that. Where
Yeah.
you're just
Also-
like, where does it all
You're
go?
a piece of shit.
Jeff
Yeah.
He probably
Garland,
has kids. but-
Jeff
Yeah.
Garland, I think, is more perplexing to me than some of the comics we've worked with.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's comics we've worked with where it's like, or sorry, Jeff Garland, is, I don't know. I understand that perspective more so than like we've all worked for comics who are so rich, who got rich so quickly.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, I don't have to tip you. I don't have to do that. You're going to be rich in like 5 years.
Yeah, totally.
And you're just like, well, what the fuck, man? And they're like,
I
I'm
have-
not going to
I
tip
have
you
had
out.
that,
You're just,
yeah.
it's going to happen to you in 5 years.
I don't
Yeah.
have to
You
treat
have
you with
this.
any respect
It's
because
crazy.
you'll be me one day.
It's
and you're just
also-
like, I need to eat this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Garland I can kind of understand because it was more of a grind. The fact that he did take the $10 is fucking
Fucking
But
crazy.
insane.
also like so there's rich guys, there's those guys, but you know when you work with like a corporate guy that makes like $2 million a year and no one knows his name,
Yes.
and they're like weirdly cheap.
But
Yeah.
that almost makes sense because I'm like, oh, you're just doing it for the money. You know what I mean? Because if you're one of those guys, it's like you're the only reason you do this is for the money. You're not like trying to get famous. You're not doing anything. You're just trying to make
Those
money.
guys make literally no sense to me.
Those
Right,
guys
like
are-
there's,
Me neither.
there's no artistry in you.
Yes.
You're so boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have nothing that loves you. You don't
Yeah.
seem to have any animals. You have no family. Are you a good uncle? Like I don't
Well, I have my pet rock.
yeah, it's like I don't get why you're doing this. I don't get what you want out of this. It's
There's
not
so many
fame.
easier jobs. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
only fortune. You're
Yes.
not interesting. Your comedy is terrible, but
Yeah.
like effective in a very exclusively financial field. Like it's just like
Yeah.
I don't get what you're about.
Those guys seem very fucking weird though because they also are usually in their 40s or 50s. And
Oh,
you're like,
yeah.
oh, nothing's ever gonna come from this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you're making a ton of money, and they also see. I don't. This might be a me thing. I feel like they can always pick up on the fact that I don't respect them.
Oh,
Yes. 100%.
So they'll just be like, yeah, no, cool. Oh, you're driving around in that? That's cool. Yeah, I make this much money, and I'm not gonna tip you out.
yeah,
And
dude.
I'm like,
They
yeah,
oh.
cool,
always-
man. Your jokes suck.
They
Yeah.
always clearly kind of want more respect. Like they kind of walk in and kind of are like, I have arrived.
Ta-da!
Oh,
And
dude.
when you're just like looking at your notes and you're just like, all right, I'll do 50 and bring you up.
yeah.
The dude who hosted
like-
Do you
the
want to do clean or?
Yeah, do you want to
the
clean it
dude
up?
who hosted the second round of the Seattle comedy competition, and he waited until no one else was around. And I was like, I'll fucking kill you. Like,
Wait, what?
He,
What
He
happened?
was just some dude. I don't know where he's
The
from. He's from.
impressions guy, wasn't he?
What's that?
Was he the impressions
Yeah,
guy?
he's from like middle of fucking America or something.
You
I don't
know.
know where the fuck he's from.
Middle of fucking America.
Middle of fucking America. You know those places that you
the Mall of fucking America.
Hey, you know those places you
Grew
fly
up in
over and
the
you
Foot
dump.
Locker.
He's from some shithole town. He's
Yeah.
gonna stay in some shithole town.
Yeah.
But he was just this like 40 or 50-year-old guy that was hosting it, and then he got really weird towards me at the end of it. I came in dead last. Like in that second round, I went
Yeah.
from being like Ola being like, "You gotta lock in, man. If you can kill this set, you'll go to the finals," to me being like, "I'm gonna do what I want." And then immediately the scorecards coming back, and they're like, "You went from here all the way to the bottom."
I hate to say that does sound like after you followed my advice.
Yeah, but also it feels better to do it.
100%.
Feels way better to do it.
Can you tell the story about after you had like I don't
Yeah,
want to
honestly,
say
here, okay.
failed
When I
Honestly,
bombed, when I bombed,
when
really
you
bad
when
in
you were out of
Seattle.
it, and then they were like, "Oh, you should have shown."
Bobby,
Yeah.
can you please just tell your Seattle comedy competition
Yeah.
experience?
Oh my
'Cause I remember
God, yeah.
calling you about to have a meltdown.
I was yeah. Okay, my Seattle comedy experience. It was horrible. I
And like no shade to the Seattle comedy.
No,
Competition,
no,
right? Like, we
I
don't
like
wanna-
the guy
we're
who
not
runs
Johnny
it.
saying-
Fox?
He's cool. Yeah,
We're not
Johnny
saying
yeah.
Fox
it.
and Taylor Clark rule.
Yeah, they rock.
sick.
Yeah.
Open Mike or Broken Mike? Is it Broken Mike, the movie about the guy that?
What?
Is it-
I've
there's a
never
Yes,
seen
there's a
that.
movie called I think it is called
It's
Broken
Broken
Mike,
Mike, yeah.
and it's a guy who got into it, and it's first time ever doing stand up, and Damon Schritter's in it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He's like a psycho.
It's
to
the
guy.
year that
I
I,
gotta
think
see
Rory
this.
Scovel won it.
No, Schritter
Shredder
won.
won.
Or is it
Rory
the
Scovel
Shredder
second.
won?
Second.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And Paul
Yeah, I
Meyerhog
remember.
third.
Yeah. Crazy
Yeah.
top
Yeah,
three.
I know.
Crazy
It's like
goated top three.
Crazy
Yeah.
unreal top three.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Um,
crazy to talk to them about it. I will say this is a nice thing that they do off the rip. Like before the competition ever starts, they're like, "Here are a bunch of people that got kicked out in the first round," and they're like, "This person, this person, this person, this person, this
Yeah.
person, this person," and you're like, "Oh damn, okay, that feels actually pretty good." Where
Yeah.
they're like Joe List, Sam Morrill, this person. I'm kind of just throwing
Yeah,
names
yeah,
out, I don't
yeah.
know
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
certain.
And then I walk out from behind the curtain and go, me
too, and I'm back to try again.
Bobby, motherfucking Warner.
Yeah,
Bobby
and
motherfucking
then
Warner
not-
the player.
I also feel like I'm Also just being a sore loser. But then they'll be like, and here are the people that won it the last 10 years. And I go, I don't know any of them.
Yeah, well, you know, one. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so my Seattle story, I go to Seattle. I am staying at a comedian's parents' house.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's like it was so nice of him that he
Yeah.
hooked me up like that. Like, it was crazy nice. But his parents were like this like old German couple, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were very quiet and very German, and I was staying in like a guest house that smelled so bad. It was like an entire guest cabin. I was so happy to be there, very thankful. Smelled crazy weird. Crazy weird. Like
German
like, just
weird.
like German weird, dude. Like there was a kid under there or something. I don't know. There was
Children were hiding in the
yes,
attic.
they were hiding in the attic. Mice were hiding in my socks.
Yeah.
It was all
Mice
very
were sewing your clothing at night.
Yeah.
It was Roald Dahl meets Anne Frank, and I was in heaven. So it was in this weird German house, and I'm like, this is so nice. And it actually was nice, because I was kind of like in the woods, like on the outskirts of Seattle, in this like cute little cabin. Like, it fucking ruled. And then I get picked up. I do the first night of shows. And, like, I'm not a guy who says this a lot. I actually almost never say this. I did so well on that show.
Yeah.
I did, like, crazy well. I had, like, one of, like, at that time, one of the best sets of my career. Did great, you know? And then this guy goes up right after me. A girl goes up after me. Really tanks, eh? Just eats shit.
Nice.
And then a guy goes up after me and jumps from off the stage onto a piano, and then jumps from off the piano into the crowd and starts walking into the crowd and doing crowd work.
Stealing your goddamn act.
Literally, I was furious.
You look at your notebook and you're like, God damn it.
I got nothing. He's wearing a tuxedo with the bow tie undone, so you can tell that he's classy, but he also likes to party.
He's a little
Yeah, he also likes to party. He was a black dude. That could probably went without saying. Anyways.
Yeah.
When you talk about running into the crowd and doing crowd work, I was
Yeah,
like, this is
yeah.
either a 60-year-old white guy or a black dude.
Yeah.
There's
well,
no in between.
the more you talked, the less it was about comedian like ability. It was more about raw athleticism. So I did infer.
What was
He
his
was able to
verdict?
jump on the piano. He had quick twitch muscles. Sorry, Bobby, you were beat.
Could he play the piano, but even though he couldn't see the keys?
Jumped on the piano, scored a touchdown, dove into the crowd.
It was crazy. He said, straighten up and fly right.
Yeah. Said, you talking about practice? Yeah. So, so anyways, then I watched at the end of the show. At the end of the show, it's like the top 5 people get through the first round, I think. Anyways, at the end of the show, they're calling out the top 5 or the top 4, sorry, and they call out 4th, and it wasn't me, and I was like, whoa, I guess I'm in the top 3. Then they call out 3rd. It was a girl who bombed. And then they call out number 2. It was a black guy, and I was like, oh my god,
I came from
I won. I was like, I wouldn't have called it in a million years, but I guess old Bobby's on top. And then number 1 was our friend Ari. Ari came in first place, and I was like, well, I was probably like 5th. I was probably right out of the top 4. But you don't find out till the next day. Then the next day, I get the email. Dead last. I was like last, dude.
Damn.
Dead last. I looked at it. I got so mad that I just started playing DMX in the old Germans people's house and doing push-ups. I didn't know what to do, so I was like playing DMX and like doing push-ups and like
My
just like,
dog,
walking around with
Damien.
balled up fists.
Yeah.
It was like insane. And then I grabbed a pillow and screamed into it. I was such a spaz. It was
Dude,
crazy.
also the ranking on that was brutal, too.
Yes.
Remember they were like that dumb applause thing? Where
Oh
like,
my
if the
God,
applause
yeah.
is longer than 5 seconds, they get the automatic extra point.
Yeah, it was fucking nuts. It
It
was,
was absolutely
nuts.
insane. But, truly brutal.
Oh, yeah, I think I called you that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I called you.
I was talking to Ari while that happened too, and he
Yeah.
also did say you crushed.
Yeah.
Ari was like, Bobby did crush, but you know,
They do not like
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Bobby crushed, but I was transcendent. Yeah, okay.
They pulled me into their rafters. Yeah.
Bobby crushed, but I was the truth.
So the whole kind of thing was just like that, where I was like, oh, I kind of pulled a good set out of my ass tonight. Dead last. And then at the last night, I did what I told you to do, which I was like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm doing whatever jokes I want to do. This is gay. I don't care. And then I got like third that night. And then I was like one away from making the next round. But that night, I also wore short sleeves on stage.
Yeah.
And then I have tattoos on my arms. And I got in the top 3. And then like 2 separate comics came up to me afterwards and were like, dude, you have tattoos? You could have been the tattoo comedian this whole time. I was like, yeah, I'm crazy. I was trying to do jokes. Yeah.
Here, I thought this was a comedy competition.
Yeah, I wanted to be the joke comedian. Meanwhile, I have all these drawings on me I could have been leaning on. My bad. Yeah.
I remember those competitions were also they're like, we have 3 judges, professionals in their own right. And you'd be like, who is it? And they'd be like, we have Miss Washington 2011. And I'd be like, oh, some bitch with fake tits is looking at me and hates that I'm talking about plastic surgery.
Some girl that got hooked on pills 3 years ago. 2011 to 2023, though, those were her years.
I remember seeing 2 Chinese or Asian judges and just being like, I'm good. So I had to correct it. I didn't know if they were Chinese. I mean, I did make the mistake of going on stage and going, are you Chinese?
That's not 2 Chinese Asians.
Are you Chinese?
Sorry.
You know what? I don't have time for
Sorry
this.
about that, you guys.
I got 5 minutes up here. Let me cook.
Look, force a habit. I just kind of assumed. I mean, you're Korean.
Yeah.
I'm going to bomb.
I don't know what you are, but you're fucking Chinese. Now listen up.
That's probably why I didn't
Hey,
play
y'all
so
Chinese or y'all just high as shit right now?
well. What, we got the sun in your eyes? What's going on over here?
Y'all as tiny as shit. Well, if it ain't Chong and Chong up in this motherfucker. Where's Cheech at?
Well, if it isn't Cheech and Chinese up in here.
Damn. These. Yeah. But I had that like Asian joke, and I was like, well, this is gonna tank it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Don't say tank around them. Tiananmen Square. Wow, I'm tanking so bad. I feel like you're gonna have to flush my picture down a toilet to hide it from the cops later.
Thank you for listening to my comedy tonight.
I thought that's where
Thank
you were going with it.
you.
I bow to them after I get off stage.
Ooh.
I wish
I
you
hope
to give
I
me a
was
most
very honorable.
prosperous score.
Arigato, shia, and good night.
Ni hao ma.
Ni hao,
Ciao,
what
Sean
now?
McDonald.
That's good. Chinese comedy competition. Is that what CCP stands for?
Chinese comedy competition. Yeah, that would be great. 'Cause you'll
Chinese
be like,
comedy pros.
Oh, is it for Chinese comedians or the comedies in Chinese? No, it's white guys doing a Chinese impression to see who could do it the best.
Dude, I
And
just
I have
read
a good feeling I'm going to finish a lot higher than I did in Seattle.
I'm gonna finish not dead rast. I can tell you that.
Seattle killed me, but this.
I just read an article on a dude from Michigan who moved, Boston, who moved specifically to China to pursue comedy there.
No way.
See, that's another one
It's
where I'm
crazy.
like, you better like I was saying before we started recording. Like Tracy Morgan.
Yes.
That guy has a new TV show every year that
Yeah.
gets canceled and has since 30 Rock.
Yes.
He has a bunch of kids.
Yes.
I get it.
Yeah, and a bunch of goldfish tanks
Yes. You
in
got
the
him?
back of his
What
trunk.
you mean the fish ain't actually made of gold? You
Oh,
said
no,
goldfish.
Yeah, he seems like a guy that when he first got paid, he just bought every car after Pimp My Ride.
Yes,
Yeah. As it was going under, I was
Yeah.
scrappy, yo.
Oh, God.
Do you guys find Tracy Morgan funny?
Yes.
Outside of a TV show. When
No.
you're watching his stand up, are
He's-
you like, wow, this is
He
hilarious?
seems
He's got a little
kinda
twirly thing on his
confused
head.
and angry.
I haven't
Yeah.
watched much of his stand-up, to be honest. No. Is it bad?
Yeah, from what I've seen, pretty bad.
Yeah, that makes
I think
sense.
he's a vibes guy, and I think he crushes.
Well, there's many people
I believe
like
you'd
this.
kill in the room.
Many people like this, some of who we know. Some of the funniest people, but they need other people to write for them.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like I think Tracy's like that, where it's like you are the funniest guy ever, but if you're going based off what you think of, it's going to be like unintelligible.
Do you remember when he was in that like horrifying accident?
Yes.
and he had like brain damage and
Yeah.
stuff, and he was like having trouble like doing
Yeah.
his sets, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, like this is terrible." Like that was a genuinely like bad thing. Chris Rock had the funniest take where Chris Rock was like, "Well, precision was never a huge part of Tracy's act. He'll be fine." And I was like, "Damn." He was like, "Nah, he'll be fine."
Don't worry, can he still lift his shirt up and show his belly?
Exactly.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
a career, man. Don't worry.
He's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, as long as that left hand's working. He's
Yo,
fine.
man. Yeah.
But
yeah.
anyways, he has a ton of kids. So that's a
Yeah.
dude that like, I get it. Like anytime I see him and he's just trying to get paid, trying to do something,
Yes.
I'm like, you got kids to pay for it. The other one is Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon.
Oh, yeah,
I
Nick
hate
Cannon.
Nick Cannon. I don't. He seems like a psycho. He has like 14 kids. I'm like,
Yes.
you gotta do what
But
you
those
gotta
kids
do.
are also Mariah Carey's kids.
That's
Nick
true.
could not work.
No,
That's
he's got so many different baby mamas.
Really?
doesn't he? I think he
Oh,
does.
They're not together
They're not
anymore.
just
he just
Mariah
kept making
Carey.
Oh
new
no!
ones. Yeah.
Whoa, is he Hindu or something now?
Oh, I don't
he
know. I
Muslim?
remember he was
I think he's
Muslim
Muslim.
for a minute, but he started using
He hates white
white
people.
erasure theory.
Yeah.
What?
Like he was so stupid that he became so stupidly pro-black that he started saying like anti-black rhetoric that was invented by the Ku Klux Klan.
That's crazy.
He
Wait,
started
so is
being
he like
it's white
Nation of
erasure?
Islam?
He's like, this is what they're scared of. He's like, because in 100 years, white people won't exist. And it's like that's literally what they said in like the 60s to stop interracial relationships.
Yeah, dude.
They're
Yeah,
like, you can't. White race will be of.
He is
that's so funny.
monumentally stupid.
Doing
He's so
KKK
fucking
talking
dumb.
points,
and he's doing it
with
on a
turban on?
podcast. You can look it up. He's on a podcast being like, "That's what they're afraid of. The white race won't exist in 100 years." And it's
Oh
like
my
you are
God.
so unbelievably dumb.
And
Yes.
yet, I trust him more than I trust Gary Goldman.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gary
Yeah.
Goldman, no kids,
Yeah.
better be an uncle. You better be a really good uncle.
Yeah.
Your parents better live in a mansion.
Do you
better
think Gary Goldman makes that much money though?
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah,
He
can
does
Sorry, is Gary
theaters, I
Goldman the
think.
guy
He
who was
does
giving
theaters.
advice on jokes?
Yeah.
He's the
Like-
guy that you saw force like two stand.
Oh yeah, that was fucking terrible.
That's
yeah,
one
yeah.
of my favorite
What's his
stand-up
last, no, his
stories.
last name's not Goldman, is it?
Goldman.
Gary Goldman.
Yeah.
Goldman.
Gulman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, yeah.
And he's tall and he's handsome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he like he's
So funny too. He
he's
probably
an industry
fucks like
dog.
The
crazy.
Great Depression.
yeah, the
Yeah.
Great Depression. He's an industry darling. He gets
Yeah.
Not anymore, dog.
well, he's
When
old.
was the last time you heard of him? And probably since COVID.
Well, I'd say his name into the mirror every time, every day.
And he
Every
appears
day before I write.
Gary Goldman, Gary Goldman, Gary Goldman.
Gary
and he
Goldman.
appears and he
Gary
gives you
Goldman,
advice
grant
at
me the
some of the-
serenity.
shows up and gives you some of the
Except the
stupidest
jokes I
advice on a
cannot
joke.
write.
I say his name into the mirror every day, and then I pick up a quill
Yeah.
and I go, Gary Goldman, grant me the strength.
No, yeah, his advice, some of it was horrible.
Yeah, it was just the dumbest shit and most egotistical. Like, I'm
Yeah.
a great comedian and I can guide you in a path of excellence. And it was at a time too where I think everyone collectively went, "We don't want your career."
Yeah, well, no, I think that was, people still liked him at that point. Like, because you went and watched him at Yucks. Like, people were still
I went and
at
watched
least,
him at
like,
Yuck specifically. I went and watched a lot of people at Yuck.
That's true, yeah.
Just
But
to be like, let's see what this is.
the only thing I knew about Gary Goldman at that point was the naming the states joke, which was a phenomenal joke.
Trader
Yeah.
Joe's.
I think the only good one he ever wrote, maybe.
Trader Joe's was fun.
I
That
like
one's good,
Cal
yeah.
Kinane's Trader Joe's joke more.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
heard either of them. Don't really like either of those guys.
I actually really like Cal Kinane.
I know
and
you do.
I feel like he's an uncle.
I know.
feel like-
I respect Cal Kinane. I'm going to be honest with you. Hated all of his fucking specials.
Yeah, don't like
I respect
his
him. I
comedy.
think his career is really admirable.
Also,
I think
apparently
he's
he's
done
the
it in a
man.
cool way.
Like, seems like the coolest
I
guy
think
ever.
that whole
He
thing of
makes me laugh, and I think out of that entire generation, he has maintained
Yeah.
and is still very sharp, and
Yeah.
I like everything I see from him still, and I've seen him live, and he was great.
fair,
He was very good live.
fair.
And he drinks craft beer.
He drinks
But,
craft
like,
beer and he wears a
weirdly-
flannel too, though.
But
That's
he's
kinda
like
cool.
sick.
But he's
Nice
also
snapback
But he also listens
over
to
front.
punk rock.
He
It's
isn't a
crazy.
super like turbo cringe version of those
No,
guys.
he's not. He
He's
does,
not. He's, like,
he
pretty
comes by it
soft.
He's not an
honestly, it
epic
seems
bacon
like.
dude.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
like,
not an epic bacon guy. I just remember listening to that first album that he put out, and I
Oh,
also
yeah.
I also admired the way he did his career, where he's
Yes.
like, "Oh, I saw what happened to guys on the road. I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'll just work a warehouse job and then do this."
Yeah.
But I remember that first album being like, "This is what everyone's fucking telling me to listen to."
I know people. That's the other thing. I think he's a victim of his own hype. For,
You know a deep dish pizza, Kyle? There's no deep dish pizzas in LA. Did you ever have a deep dish pizza? Did you ever have a deep dish pizza,
I like that
Darcy?
joke.
Did you ever have a deep dish? Yeah, because you like deep dish pizza. What the fuck? Yeah, of course. That's joke's ass, dude.
It's but
You
that
ever have a
joke
deep
is
dish
from-
pizza?
that joke's from 2011.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, cool.
You know what else is from 2011?
What?
Norm Macdonald's special.
Well, he's dead.
yeah,
I mean,
and
Yeah.
it's
we
so
can't
great.
be like, well, Norm hasn't put out anything good in
Louis
years.
C.K. Louis C.K.
Yeah, a lot of people were cooking in 2011.
I actually don't know if
A
Norm's
lot of people
special
were
came out
cooking.
in
Well, there's
2011.
people who were cooking in 2011 who are trash now. Kurt Metzger.
yeah.
White Precious
Kurt
is
Metzger was
phenomenal.
one of the greatest comics on earth for
Goat
many
shit.
years.
Yeah.
And now he is a weird
Creepy.
podcast
Yes.
guy.
Fully into the void. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gone. He's
That
gone.
Gas
Yeah, he's
Digital
gone.
Network special I could not get behind.
I watched it as a fan and was like, this is pretty bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
White Precious was just so fucking good though.
It was unbelievable. Like the best. Yeah. It's
so
crazy
good.
how you can get like crazy and then just become that bad at comedy. Like he was fantastic. He was goated, you know.
Opposed
fully.
to us, who just stayed crazy.
Yeah, we're crazy from the
still-
start and never got
still
good at comedy.
yeah, dude.
It's pretty nice. It's
But he
kinda
was
cool.
so good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, White Precious. And even before that, Kurt Metzger talks to kids about sex.
I never listened to that one.
It was very good.
Yeah.
No, I never listened to that one either.
What are you looking for?
My water bottle.
Yeah, what about him?
Oh, I'm so fucking dumb.
Right beside you, you ding dong.
Dude, I lost a hammer in my house the other day.
What?
What'd you do? Eat it?
I was gonna say, I thought you lost it in your fucking skull.
You would think. No, I've spent 35 minutes looking for a hammer one day. Couldn't find it. Just used a pedal wrench to
you
nail
went,
something
"Oh."
into the wall.
It was in my hand the whole time.
Yeah.
No, the next day I just woke up and I looked on the counter. It was there. I was like, I don't know what happened.
I do.
I'm really fucking
Maybe
dumb.
the hammer elf came in and swindled it away from you.
Remember that time we were driving and it was pouring rain and it was pitch black out and Bobby's just squinting in sunglasses? And I was like, can you see? And he was like, not at all. And I was like, put your glasses on. Changes in his glasses, goes, whoa, that's way better. It's
I
like,
do not remember this at all.
I think you were
I don't think
sleeping
I was,
in the back.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
after
know.
he visited his parents.
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
such dangerous
He's
conditions.
crazy.
And I look and Bobby's like, I was like, dude, there is no way you could see. And this was after I'd had a chat with your mom, where your mom was like, you know, Bobby's like almost legally blind.
Yes, yeah. I also can't really see at night very well. Like I shouldn't be driving with my regular glasses
And
at
then you have
night.
sunglasses
Yeah.
on, and the conditions were abhorrent.
Horrible.
And I could see.
Jesus.
No, I really I'm blind as a bat.
That's
Eh?
terrifying.
Yeah, my penis is as big as one too.
As a
As a
bat
bat?
penis or a
Yeah.
bat?
Bat?
No, it's a bat's penis.
Yeah. Bobby
My
will
penis is as
start.
big as a fruit bat.
Bobby's about to fuck a girl, and he goes, "I'm gonna find that pussy." Bat's gonna find the cave, and his dick just goes, "Ah!" Uses echo.
Oh, there's your
Location.
G spot.
Sorry,
Oh,
my dick has to hang upside down at night.
I
yeah,
call my cock Dracula because every time it pulls back its fangs, it bleeds.
yeah.
What does that mean? My foreskin rips.
Foreskin rips. Need to cream it up every 3 weeks. Yeah, I
the
need to
cream
cream
going,
my
dog?
shit monthly. Oh, well, I'm back on it, buddy. I had sex one time and it ripped again.
Ouch!
Yeah, and before I had sex, the girl said, "Is your foreskin broken?" I went, "No, good as new." Ripped it.
Whoa.
Didn't say anything.
That's crazy how you have a male hymen.
I
was
know,
gonna
yeah,
say,
it's
you got to
nuts.
say, hey, you got to break that thing in.
Ooh, you ready to take my virginity?
Are you using a condom? Does she get? Is it scary to pull out and there's just blood in a condom?
There's no blood. There's no blood. It doesn't bleed. It just rips a bit.
What the fuck? What?
That's like
It's more like a skin knee than anything. Yeah. It's
dude
more like a
falling
skin
off my
knee. You
bike.
get it a lot more when you're a kid.
that's like the craziest dirty talk. Does that feel good, baby? Yeah, babe. This rips. Yeah, does
Yeah.
it feel good? Yeah.
You're ripping me apart.
Ah, it stings.
Are you gonna rip me wide open? Nope, but you're gonna do it to me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Did you ever hear my G-spot joke? It never worked.
I'm trying to remember if I did. How'd it go?
It was something like, the male G-spot, yeah. The male G-spot's up the ass. You know what the G-spot stands for? Gangster spot. That shit feel good as hell. Calling it a joke, I'm now realizing a little bit of a stretch. That shit feel good as hell.
I remember you doing that at Susie's to absolute cataclysmic silence, and you hit them with Wrong.
Yeah.
You guys are wrong.
Oh,
That's a
you
good
should
joke.
fill
You're all
Darcy
wrong.
in on the crowd you got to play in front of yesterday, and you doing all your gay material.
Oh my God, yeah. So yesterday, I'm walking into Underground, and I walk into Underground, and Akeem's there. I say, "What's up?" Give him a pound, and then I walk away, and I just hear Warner, and I look back, and it's Trix. Yeah, hadn't seen him in years, and I was like, "Whoa, holy fuck! You don't listen to my podcast, do you?" Hey, Trix, what's been up with you? I've just not been doing a podcast. That's what I've been up to. So I talk with him for like 30 minutes. He's like, "Come by for the late show, get a guest spot." I'm like, "All right." I come back for the late show. So many black unks in the crowd. Bunch of black unks in the front row, like just like 40-year-old, like well-dressed black dudes, you know. And I was like, "Holy fuck!"
They're like transitioning from like they were in the stage of transitioning from like Nike Techs to like quarter zips.
Yes,
You know what I mean? Like it was
yeah.
a lot of them in super puffers, but then
Like
a nice
shiny
shirt
puffers.
under-
I'm just
Yeah.
imagining how ugly the white women must have been.
Oh, buddy, they were
Brother.
they were pretty, but they were big. No, they were chopped white girls, really handsome black guys, you know, in like shiny black puffers with like gold framed sunglasses on inside. It was cool. And I was like, all the front row, and I just looked at my set list and I was like, so much of it is just gay stuff. Like so much of it is being like, and the twist is I'm gay, you know? And there was one guy in particular who I kept watching, and I was like, if I make this guy laugh, I'm like, this is gonna feel so good. And he never like fully laughed, but there was a few times where he put his hand up, and I could see his head shaking, and I was like, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Yeah. Little did they know their headliner's gay. Yeah, he's got jokes about not eating pussy, but if you read between the lines.
I don't eat pussy, but I will suck toes.
Yeah. No, he gave me a spot. He was nice. It was nice.
Nice to see.
He never got me.
Did you ever try?
No, he never tried,
Wow.
which is shocking. He's honestly always been so nice to me.
Damn.
I think because he knows that I have a bunch of friends who he got.
Or it's like Pennywise. The meat tastes better when it's marinated.
True. He's got to
True.
salt it a
Yeah.
little.
Yeah, he's
He's
seasoning me
he
up.
always takes a look at your footwear and is like, "Great shoe."
Whoa, cool.
I will say, as someone that
hiking a lot.
They look
as someone that,
uncomfortable.
Probably have
popped
a
into that
callus.
green room, it really did look like a lineup of his next victims.
Oh my God, yeah.
It was wild to walk into the green room, and I'm like, wow, all young, handsome white guys.
Yes,
It
yeah.
was very weird to walk in there and be like,
I don't
"Oh."
know if I've said this on the podcast before, but this happened in New York a bunch where like I would know guys like my age or like a few years younger than me, you know, between 23 and like 29. And they were all just like doing okay in New York, not doing great, getting on a few shows, doing a lot of mics and stuff. But then they would go hang at the stand, and they were like handsome young guys. And then there's about 3 guys I know this about where they were like, dude, oh my God, I was just at the stand last night. Tim Dillon asked me to open for him this weekend. He's like, I'm taking a private jet to Columbus. Flying first class to Columbus is unbelievable. And Tim, from what I know, he's never tries to fuck these guys, but I do think he likes having some
likes
eye candy around.
Their company, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
You know, it's crazy. So I'm there, bending over to check the set list. Louis Anderson books me that weekend to open for him.
Darcy, I see a lot of my young self in you.
and I see
And
a little bit of my old
myself
self in you, too.
I would like a little bit of me in you, too.
Lou, he was
Darcy,
goated.
can I tempt you with a slice of apple pie?
It's cooling on the windowsill
No?
over there.
What
You're
about a
gonna-
slice of blueberry pie? No? What about a meat pie? My rider includes 12 different pies.
You're gonna have it's on the top shelf. You're gonna have to lift it up. God forbid some of your midriff pokes out.
See that one? You can't eat it. That's the exact pie that Jason Bigelow fucked in American Pie. I hold that one for myself.
He did pretty good for a guy that looks like a donut, man.
Dude, I love
Yeah,
him.
Louis Anderson's
He's
sick.
dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he died.
He was the goat. He was
He
awesome.
got fucked to death.
Yeah, he got fucked to death by
A
Darcy
giant pie.
Collins.
He got fucked to death by me.
Yeah, but I was in the will.
Yeah.
He left me all his pies.
Yeah, he's dope. I like Louis Anderson.
He was great. Yeah.
Very funny.
I
Baskets
feel
he was
like
dope in.
he is also a guy who I don't know how he was off stage, but his public persona, I was like, I love this guy. Like, he seems like the coolest guy ever.
I think he was known to be a nice dude.
Yeah.
I never heard anything negative about him, and I think he smashed.
Yeah, huge
And he
cock.
was clean,
Yeah.
huge cock,
Yeah, huge cock on him.
huge gay pink pig cock.
Huge cock. You only ever saw half of it, but
Lift up a couple of things before
yeah,
seeing it.
yeah. Putting the resting the gut on the back.
That's what makes it sexy. It leaves a lot to the imagination.
That is one of my favorite things when you see like just a hugely fat guy and you picture him doing a doggy and the gut is just on the back.
Oh,
Yeah.
slapping your ass by lifting his stomach and dropping it back down on her ass.
Ow! Too rough.
Guys, that's a move. I don't know why you're being weird.
Guys, it's called the whale tail, and it's not. There's nothing funny about it. It's very erotic.
And when a bunch of your cock is unexposed, they're like, "Oh, I wonder what the back end looks like. I bet it's Megan Fox's midriff."
They're like, "Give me another inch." You're like, "Okay, 1 sec. I just got to wrap some duct tape around my stomach really tight."
Give me another inch, then I pull on my ass.
Guy's like, let me slip into something that better suits this fucking, and then he puts a corset on, squeezes himself in.
I gotta twist it out like a tube, tube.
Oh, stop
putting a bunch of clothespins on your ass. I put all these clothespins on my ass, and then my dick gets bigger. It's like a facelift.
The Kent Brockman
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. What?
Simpsons.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
You fucking
Loser. How dare you steal from Ken
Come on, don't
Brockman,
have a cow,
bitch.
man.
You stupid.
Don't.
No, I mean there are probably good examples of guys that have a bunch of money and are like benevolent to people around them. But like there's so many comics that like we know that are so greedy.
Well, I think, dude, I honestly think getting rich makes you fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like, I think you just turn into kind of a piece of shit no matter how cool you were before. You know?
Yeah, I think so. There is a
Yeah.
little bit of like I'm better than these people.
My only
Specific.
I'll say this though. I mean, Malik got money and he's a G with it. He's taking me out to nice dinners.
Malik's
he tips
got
the
family.
staff at the club.
Malik's got family and Malik's young.
Yeah,
It's different
Yeah.
when you're young. I'm talking like when guys are like 43.
true.
And
true.
you're just like, you're just never going to settle down.
No,
They're
but
like, I never met the right girl. And it's like, I don't think you tried.
I
yeah.
also feel like Malik struggled long enough too in like actual
Yes.
stand-up of being like, oh fuck, I have to get this job, I have to work at
Yeah.
Mr. Mattress, I have to do this thing.
Well, I was
That
also
kinda, like, humbles it out.
I was talking to my friend Andy about Malik, where he was like, "Yeah, is Malik like, is he a rich weird guy?" And I was like, "No, he's a man." But I was like, "I don't think he'll turn into a rich weird guy because he's in a group chat with all of his cousins. So it's hard to kind of like turn into like a crazy person when you have like 12 Lebanese dudes calling you like the F slur every day." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're like, "I bought these new shoes," and they're like, "Fucking gay, you're a loser. You could never work a real job." You know?
Yeah. But also, like, he's got a big family. He's got two
Yes.
brothers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's
Yeah,
going to look
yeah.
after his people.
Yeah, he's got a million
If
cousins.
Malik had no family,
Oh
if
my
his
God.
parents were old and died,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he was 43,
Yeah.
and he was like arguing with people, like, you got to give me 12 more grand for me to fly out there.
Yes.
It's like, why?
Yes,
You know,
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
It is crazy.
Where
yeah.
It's just like, for what?
I know. I don't know what.
What are you going to do with
But
it?
I remember I've seen those kind of people start to get money and they still act like that, but they were like that from the get-go.
Yeah.
Like I've seen people be like, you got to give me $10 more than everyone else. And it's like, this is $10 like when I
Yeah.
was 19 where they're like, you need to give me $10 more than everyone else. I'm going to bring a service and a delivery that is better than what everyone else can provide.
Yes.
And you're just like, man, what is this?
They do.
And it was like pushing a $10 or $20 thing where the number just grows as they get more successful.
Yeah.
It's
That's true.
just that crazy
They have to be
mentality
better than other people.
of like, I need more than you just to prove it to myself.
What they say about like fame and like money is it just kind of magnifies who you already were.
Yeah.
It just magnifies that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be a super
gay.
pimp.
Oh, sorry, my
Oh,
bad.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna be a super pimp for gay guys. Yeah.
That's crazy. You guys are like synchronized swimmers on that.
But yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I guess a lot of those guys probably were just like dickheads before they got famous, and they're dickheads now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the dude I worked with who was making so much fucking money who never tipped me out once was also one where I'm like, oh, you've been famous since you were like 19.
Please cover the mic and tell me who it was.
You know it. I can say it on it. It's Matt Rife.
Oh yeah,
Where
yeah,
it was
yeah,
just
yeah.
like you've been famous,
Yeah.
you've been on Wild 'N Out since
You've
you were
been
like 19
wilding
years
out
old.
since a jit.
Yeah, ever
Yeah.
since you were a jit, you were with Nick Cannon. You weren't legit.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, of course in his brain, he's just like, yeah, you know how it is. I'm like, no, I don't.
no idea.
No
we are
idea,
the
man.
same age, actually.
Yeah,
yeah.
truly, we are the same age.
If it
I
was
have no
gonna
fucking
happen for
clue.
you, like it happened for me, like it happened for you, it would have.
Yeah.
When I was a young comedian in a different city, I like didn't get booked for a thing, and they told me, they were like, "'Cause you'll be fine." They were like, "You're a straight white man. You'll be fine. You'll have a career. You'll be okay." And then I just was like, "Okay." And then I watched all these other people like get an opportunity, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
like
yeah.
talked down to,
Yeah.
and told no all in one go,
Yes.
and then also like weirdly like insulted.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
also
yeah.
they were like, "You'll be fine. You'll be pro comic. Like this is for everyone else."
Yeah,
Like,
God.
What the fuck? Shouldn't I get this then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my thinking, and then I was like, "What the hell?"
What the fuck?
And if I was a weaker man, I would have let that define me,
yes,
and I
oh
would
my
have
God.
become anti-woke Collins.
And what would that sound like?
Probably a little something like this. Oh,
me so sorry. Me said I wouldn't do that voice on podcast.
cannot wait to win the CCP.
Darcy fully sheds the ego the moment it happened. What do you mean you're not going to give a white man a spot? You're not going to give him a look at me. You don't give me a spot.
You know that me do comedy?
It's so fun that everyone's like, listen to the one where you guys do an Asian voice.
yeah.
Look,
Everyone.
We're burying it deep in the pod, though. So if you got
Yeah,
this
we're
far,
kinda
you're a fan.
look,
I
we're
know.
from a city where Chinese people are the majority. So I think we're just. You think they don't
punching up.
They don't do impressions of
Yeah.
us.
Dude, I read.
We're
this
not
is also
punching up.
another
They're
very-
short.
This is another very, very oh god, troubling statistic that I read that. Don't ask me how I got there.
Yeah, but
I
the
did.
white race is going to be completely gone if Nick Cannon gets his way in
Cannon has to
60
take
years.
our lead, and he has to bring us to salvation. Listen to everything Nick Cannon says.
Nick Cannon's
Do
like-
more black people improv.
Nick
Yeah.
Cannon's
More
become-
Wild 'N Out.
He's become so pro-black that he's like, we got to make a white ethno state in the Pacific Northwest and keep them
Legit.
there.
We got to be able to identify white people. They have to wear white hoods and
Yeah.
walk around. And at night, they should probably carry burning crosses so that we can see them from any distance.
And
We
they
see
only
them
breed
coming.
with white Anglo-Saxons.
No, it was like this crazy stat that apparently Asian women on average actually, there's the gender pay gap of like women make 75 cents or 78 cents to a man's dollar, where apparently Taiwanese women specifically and different like Chinese and Asian women will actually make $1.05 to a white guy's dollar.
Whoa, I know where you read that stat. My vision board.
I know where
I'm
I
trying
read
to
it.
become
In
a
my
Taiwanese
phone's note
woman.
app.
My vision board is just $1.05 and a picture of a hot Taiwanese lady.
A lady boy?
And it says 2026 goals.
I thought you were going to say, like, statistically, Asian women are twice as likely to drive into your living room.
Jesus Christ. And look at you and say, haha, I make more money than you. And then you reverse out.
Five.
and then say, send me the bill, and then back out over your fence.
Send me the bill. I have more than enough money to pay it.
Drive in your living room and say, I didn't see you there, and then back out over the lawn.
Whoops. Wrong turn. Sorry.
Oh, fuck, sorry. I was reading that article about that guy who went from Boston to do stand-up comedy in China. And
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, none of China is used to, I forget what the term of the comedy is. Darcy, you might know it.
Cloud
It's like
work.
Xingshao. It's
Oh.
like back and forth, two-man.
Crosstalk.
Crosstalk, yes.
That's
There's a
their-
Chinese word for it. It's like Xing Chao, I
One of the
think.
biggest guys is Canadian, Dashan.
Oh, yes, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
go!
He's a Canadian dude.
Yeah, it's wild to hear him talk about how the stand-up comedy is not a thing there, and he's like, we're basically at the beginning stages of it, and he's like, the jokes that do the best are people talking specifically about pressure from your workplace, just some a kind of content that's so foreign to us. But yeah, he was talking about crosstalk specifically, and basically just clowning, where it's like,
Yeah.
is there stand-up comedy? And he's like, well, there's a lot of like going on stage and pretending to bang your shin, and then when you go to cover your shin, your knee goes into your face, and then you cover your
Yeah.
face and you jab your eye, and it's like, oh, China's just had Three Stooges.
Yeah,
They're literally in like 1920.
Yeah, it's very
terms
crazy.
of
It's like
comedy.
what's his name? What are the famous duo?
Buster Keaton.
Yes.
The
Oh, duo?
crosstalk, apparently it's like who's on first.
When you're talking about the Canadian guy being big, I was just imagining Bob and Doug McKenzie, but one of them's Chinese.
It is close to that.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
It's like
So-
two dudes riffing and like misunderstanding.
The red green
yeah.
show, but it's the red yellow show. Come on.
Come on, what?
What? It is funny.
If the woman don't find you handsome, they don't have a choice.
If the woman don't find you handsome, well, drown him in the bathtub.
If women don't find you handsome, statistically, there's not enough of them, and you have to just settle.
Did you guys watch Red Green Show growing up?
Oh, yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Women don't find you handsome. You find you handsome.
Yeah, I thought it was like
goated.
I loved it.
I liked it a lot. Yeah, that was fun.
It was great.
It's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What other Canadian
he's in
TV
the
shows
FC
did you
Files.
watch? Oh, I just heard there was some great fishing down there, so I went on down and caught me a couple kids.
Well, you know, the plane would go show up, and the plane's looking a little beat up, so I fix it with duct tape. And you fly down to Little St. James, and then, brought my nephew. Boy, he had a field day. Yeah,
Well, the wife was on me for that one.
I went to the lodge, and this fellow at the lodge says he knows somebody on Little St. James Island.
No,
Red Green Show was goaded.
Red
Yeah,
Green
Red Green
goated.
Show was great.
Oh,
I don't know if it holds up.
yeah.
I'm not gonna watch it and
It
find
does
out.
because it's so indicative of its time.
Yeah, okay. He had the book. My grandpa had his book.
I mean, what was that? That was probably a waste of toilet paper.
Yeah,
right there.
100%. Yeah. It was like how to.
So you're taking a shit.
Here's every different shade of red and green. Picture book.
Red Green book.
It was probably just like recipes for hockey sticks.
Yeah.
Which one tastes the best?
I like a Sherwood.
Yeah.
I'm an old-fashioned fella.
And that was a time when Canadian culture was what Tim Hortons pretends it is now.
Yes.
Yes.
You know?
Well, I've said this before about Newfoundland culture. Like Newfoundland, I do love Newfoundland because it is like a
Yeah,
place.
and I'm sure you'll reiterate that off pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, because the girls are so hot.
They're so
Why?
because of the tings. Yeah. No, I like
I love being held
Newfoundland.
by big calloused hands.
Big callous hands. Girl spits on me.
What she talks.
Yeah.
All she's
Wow,
eating
what are
is
you doing over there?
Get on over here,
lobster
there,
for 2 days
bye.
fucking straight.
Yeah, I like Newfoundland because it is one of the places in Canada that still has a very distinct local culture. I think that's cool. You know what I mean? But the culture is terrible. The culture, like people in Newfoundland are what Def Jam comics said white people were. You know what I mean? Yeah, like Def Jam
They drive
comics
a
be
car
like,
this.
I mean, I think they do with the snow they get.
dude, yeah, they like play the banjo and eat a moose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it is like what
If I was from there, I would be ferociously protective
100%.
and about it. But
Yeah.
the fact that I'm not from there and they have the gall to insult me on
Yes.
the other side of the country,
Yes.
I'm like, you fuckers don't work most of the year.
Most of the
You
year.
killed all your fish.
Yeah, you fucking
You guys
idiot.
have no industry. You're just
Yeah.
a big rock full of fat people.
You got so mad when they told you couldn't kill all the fish too. You like
Yeah.
set boats on fire. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
like
yeah.
you like rioted in the streets. Like it was like
If anyone else insulted Newfoundland, I'd be like, it's a beautiful place full of lovely people. If an American,
Oh,
you
if
know,
an American did it, I'd
insult,
go turbo.
yeah, I'd
Yeah,
be
go
like,
nuclear.
you keep your fucking hands off them. But
Yeah.
within Canada, I do get very salty when they're like, "Oh, you guys don't even have a real ocean over there." I'm like, "Shut the
Shut
fuck
up. Yeah, you don't have any real women over there. Your mom looks like your dad.
You're on the power grid because we allow it."
Yeah, dude. No, Newfoundland, crazy. Got to be some of the most wide Canadians I've ever seen in my life.
I think statistically, Nova Scotia might be the least healthy province.
Dude, I think Newfoundland's got to be like second then.
Newfoundland is second.
Because you
And
look
the
at the
healthiest
food they
province
eat,
is-
it's crazy.
The healthiest province is BC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
They're the fattest people, and then I think Ontario's a very quick third.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Quebec is up there, and then the prairies, and then like it's like Alberta, and BC is like easily dead last. I remember seeing the statistic and like in my mind, like reading like the East is just so fat, and then remembering how much I got bullied for being a fat kid here, and I was like, I could go there and be like a 10. Just being able to touch my toes and be like, oh God, look at you go there.
Yeah, I thought back to elementary school the other day about the kids that we bullied for being fat. Really weren't fat.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like kind of pudgy. Not there. I had so few like really obese kids because once they pass that level of obese, it's like you can't make fun of them now.
Yes. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
100%.
Well,
Yeah.
To me, that was when you do it because you're saving their life.
Yes. I got made fun of for being fat when I was a kid. And I was fat, but I wasn't that fat. You know
like,
what I mean?
Mildly doughy.
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
fat
yeah.
the way that like Bart Simpson's fat.
Yes. Yeah. I was all yellow.
I was all jaundiced. Speaking of that, we haven't talked about Richard Lett in a while.
What about them?
Well, there was that. We talked about the story where that time that the comic went on. Did you hear this one?
What?
We talked about it on the pod, but I heard this one from another comic. I think I already revealed my source, but someone was doing the road with him and they drank a bunch, and then the next morning he knocked on the door to like pick him up so they could get back on the road, and the door opened up and he was completely yellow because his liver had failed in the night, and he was like, "Yeah, take me to the hospital. I'm fucking yellow. I'm fucking yellow. Take me to the fucking hospital. I'm yellow." And they took him
Oh, fuck. I look like Marge.
his body was completely yellow.
No, I'm yellow. No.
I have
I gotta go to the hospital, then we gotta get the fuck to Moose Jaw.
I have a fucking cow, man. Take me to the fucking hospital. Fuck, I'm yellow. I'm yellow.
Griffin's story about him is one of my favorite stories. It's a very tame story in terms of like Richard Lett, but like Richard had been like not drinking for like I think like 3 weeks. Like
Yeah.
he had like really not been drinking for very long, and then he was kind of like lecturing Griff about it. You know, Griff after the show he was like, I don't know, man, maybe I'll have a few beers, and Rich is like, come on, man, play the tape forward. Play the tape forward, Griff. What's gonna happen, buddy?
No,
he's like,
that's, yeah,
he's like, what's gonna happen, buddy? Look, you have a couple drinks, you hit on a girl here. Her boyfriend
Do the
gets all
impression.
angry. Yeah, you
have
have a couple drinks.
Play the tape
You
forward.
play the tape forward.
Play
Griff.
the
You have a
tape
couple
forward.
drinks. You hit on that girl. Her boyfriend gets all pissed off. I gotta step in, kick that guy's ass, you know. And then it's
She
like,
starts catching feelings for
yeah,
me.
Yeah.
she has a
Next thing you
crush
know-
on me. I have to fuck her in front of her boyfriend. You're laying there bloody and bashed. You couldn't take the guy,
You
so
couldn't fucking stop.
there's
me.
nothing good's gonna happen from having a few drinks. And it's like so funny that like his version of playing the tape forward is like, oh God, I gotta be the hero. You know?
I
Yeah,
gotta
Griffin's
step
joke
in.
on that of how come I lose so badly? He's
Like,
so
in,
fucking
in
good.
this version of Future Events, Griffin's like a complete fucking
Just a loser. Yeah, just like an
loses
imp.
a
Yeah. Griffin like the tall jacked guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the handsome guy in good shape.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Play the
years
tape.
I
Play
gotta
the
step
tape.
in. He takes a swing at you. I grab his fist in midair.
I set him on fire.
Put out my cigarette in his face. He does nothing.
Yeah, it's Roadhouse. He's just
Play piano. Everybody starts dancing.
save the fucking day,
She
Griff.
comes over, starts sucking my dick. Play the tape. We don't need that.
I give her the best fuck of her life.
Anyways, we gotta get to White Run. Let me work it on your map.
Hotspot me, Griff. Hotspot me. I gotta talk to my kid. Give me the hotspot.
Give me a hot spot.
I need to WhatsApp call my kids. You know the phone got cut off.
The phone got cut off.
What time are we at?
Oh my God, hag ravens.